The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
Welcome to Muddy River News this week, furnished by Harvey's. I'm Bob Goff. The Miss Illinois pageant is coming up later this week. We're going to talk to Shelby Rose, Miss Quincy, who's going to represent us. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Are you excited?
I am very excited.
And when are you leaving?
I'm going to be leaving on Monday early in the morning.
Okay. And is this the first time you actually competed in Miss Illinois?
So as a miss, I have.
Yes.
I've competed twice as a teen, and so this is my first time with like the older girls. I'm growing up some, so now I'm with all of the Miss candidates.
And this is something you've obviously aspired to for a long time, right?
Yes, this is a huge goal of mine. Obviously, the end goal is to be Miss America, but to be Miss Illinois and to serve the state of Illinois is my goal.
When you talk about this, I mean, I know it's the reason you do it. I mean, there's scholarships, but then the notoriety is nice, but you also have a platform that you try to publicize as well, correct?
Yes. So there's 4 points of the Miss America crown, and they stand for service, style, success, and scholarship. And my favorite part is the service aspect of that crown. And so I do have my own platform. It's called Fostering Hope, and I'm able to serve foster children and foster families right here in Adams County.
And how do you go about doing that?
So throughout the year, we'll do 4 different initiatives. We will do Christmas presents, we'll do school supply backpacks. Our most famous one that everybody knows about is the 24-hour notice bags. Those are filled with hygiene necessities, a communication card, and they're given to foster children in a 24-hour notice situation because it's statistically proven that foster children will travel with trash bags. And then we also just started a clothing drive as well. So we're giving foster children clothing that actually fits them so that they can feel confident in themselves when they're going to school every day.
And why did you choose this as your platform?
So I chose Fostering Hope because of my own personal adoption story. I was adopted when I was 4 days old. I stayed in the hospital because I didn't end up going to a foster home, stayed in the hospital. My parents got the 24-hour notice call, and they were like, you can get her now or somebody else is going to get her. And my parents had absolutely nothing, and they went and picked me up. And then I found out in 7th grade that I was adopted. So I found out later. And then that was like right around the time when I got introduced to the Miss America organization. So I decided that I was blessed with adoption. So I wanted to help other children that were either waiting on adoption or waiting to be with their biological parents.
When you say you found out in 7th grade, was it by accident or intentionally that they sat you down and said, okay,
so
we need to have this conversation?
It was on accident. It was on accident. Yep. It was on accident. They were actually planning to tell me soon. And then I accidentally found out.
Wow.
Yes.
But it's all good, right?
Yeah, it's all good. We're here. We're good.
Good.
I mean, we started Fostering Hope, so
that's good.
Yes.
That is great. It's an excellent platform. And
Thank
and
you.
you graduated from Quincy 2 years ago?
1 year ago. Last year I graduated from QHS.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. And so you had to deal with COVID in high school and all that stuff. And in Quincy High, I know you were very active in many programs, but you were also do dance too, correct?
Yes. So I was a competitive dancer at Q Dance. I'm very excited. They're going to nationals soon, and so that makes me excited. But yes, I was a competitive dancer at Q Dance. Absolutely love that. That was a huge part of my life. And then I also cheered for QHS too. So.
And going that, and then you decided to go to the University of Alabama.
I did. Very far away.
Why?
I absolutely loved the campus and the atmosphere. I think that QHS has a great atmosphere. Our school spirit, we bleed a little of pride, and I saw that at the University of Alabama. And then also my parents really enjoyed it too, and I wanted it to be a place that everybody in my family enjoyed, not just me. And so when we toured and we were walking away, Mom was like, should we even tour any more colleges? I was like, I don't know if we should. And that's kind of when I knew. So just the atmosphere.
I have a family who lives in Birmingham, so
Okay,
I've been to Tuscaloosa several times. Not for a game yet, but I've gone there to the Bear Bryant Museum and walked around Bryant Denny and all that stuff. It's a beautiful place. And one other aspect of Alabama is the fraternity and the Greek life and those big, beautiful houses that you see all over. Matter of fact, there was recently an HBO documentary that you were a part of about that called Bama Rush. How did that all come about, and what'd you think of it?
It came from a kind of a email/Facebook message that I got, and I actually missed it at first. And then my director had found it through my social media, and she was like, you should like see what this is. So I found out what it was. And at first it was a really positive experience. I was really happy I was able to share a little bit about Fostering Hope and what I've done within the community with that, and just share my positive experience with the University of Alabama. I ended up ending it early because of personal reasons, but I'm very thankful for being in it a little bit and being able to share more about the foster care system.
What has your experience, though, been with Greek life in general?
Oh, Greek life, being a part of FIMU has been absolutely amazing. I love those girls so much, and it's given me an opportunity to serve more in the Alabama community. So our philanthropy is Children's Miracle Network Hospitals, and I'm very happy because I'm a philanthropy assistant for that. And so I've been able to go out and raise money for Children's Miracle Network Hospital, and in Birmingham, they have a hospital there.
Right.
So it's pretty close. We got to go and do a big tour, and it was really amazing. So.
Because, you said in pageant life, but as well as in sorority life, you have the 4 pillars usually, or your 4 things. So there's a similarity there.
Yes.
I'm going to go on a limb here and say there are a lot of pageant girls who are sorority girls.
Yeah, I would say that it's the same, right? Like
Yeah.
they always say that there's a sisterhood when you're in a pageant, and then there's a sisterhood when you're in a sorority. And I am an only child, and I grew up with dance, and I did competitive dance, and so those people were my family. And I wanted to be in a sorority because I wanted that kind of family feel when I was in Alabama. I knew I was going to be far away from home, and I knew that I would need that support. And I can truly say, if it wasn't for them, I don't think I would have made it all the way through the whole year because I was so homesick.
Right. Well, it's a long ways away.
It is 9.5 hours. So.
But, and of course, you grew up in Quincy, and Quincy High basketball is all the rage, and football's been so much
Right.
better. But it's a little different level at Bryant-Denny on game day.
It is.
Isn't it?
Like, I got there and I walked in, I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, this is like an
Was that your first ever
Yes,
Alabama
I was like,
football
this
game?
is like an NFL game. Yeah, it was like,
Yeah.
It was breathtaking. It's really overwhelming. I'm really excited, though. I get to help recruit future football players.
Oh, really?
So I'm going to be doing that next football season. I got on the student recruitment team, and I'm also being able to help recruit new students to come to the University of Alabama.
You don't have to work with Coach Saban or anything, though, do you?
No, but I'm kind of closer to him, like a little bit closer to him,
Right.
which is cool. And then I get to go on lunches with future students that are thinking about coming to the University of Alabama and sharing my experience.
Coach Saban doesn't seem like the most pleasant, fun guy in the world. Maybe he is. I don't know.
I
but it'd
think
be
he
tough.
does.
Oh,
I think he
it'd be tough.
does.
I think he'd be rough to have to work for, or deal with, or play for.
I think,
but I get it. I
yeah.
mean, when you're like a 7-time champion or whatever, I get that.
You
So
have to have your head
that's
in
all
the
part
game
of it. Yeah.
constantly.
Well, let's get back to pageant stuff for a minute. You take off Monday. Mm-hmm. What's the routine? I know your director, you mentioned Lindsay Hess. She's been through this a lot.
Yes.
She's been the Miss Quincy director for a while. She's an old friend of mine. And I know you've been through this, but when you get there, is there, you get checked in, like you said, your Airbnb, and then you get your registration and all that. Then you start to, like you said, kind of intermingle with the girls and get familiar with each other. But you all want to beat each other and win.
Right, yeah. So I'm going to leave on Monday early. My mom's going to get checked into her Airbnb, and then I actually get a roommate. This is my first time doing this as a miss, because the teens, you get to stay with your mom. So I'm going to be staying with a roommate, and so we get checked into our hotels I'm doing mine on Monday night, and then we have our actual check-in with all of the girls on Tuesday, and then we'll instantly start with practices, and we'll have practices till about 11 at night. Rehearsing everything, and then we'll start with prelims, and so those will go throughout the week too. But yes, we all want the title of Miss Illinois. I think that's kind of the special thing about the Miss America organization, is that there's still a sisterhood there, but we're all, wanting the same title and crowd. It's kind of interesting. I like the behind the scenes of it, and being there and hearing everybody and seeing everybody support everyone. And when I was Miss Quincy's Outstanding Teen and I was in the top 5, I remember I was more happy that the girl who won than me, because she was a sister of mine, and so I love that feeling in that aspect.
Do you know who your roommate is yet?
I do, yeah. I actually competed with her in Miss Quincy, and so it's kind of cool. It was random too. They just go down the line, and so I ended up being somebody that I competed with.
How
Miss
many
Quincy.
contestants total are there?
There is 26, counting myself.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a bigger field than that for some
26.
reason. So, well, all right. Well, I'll tell you what. We wish you luck. We look forward to you representing us. And, of course, bring it home if you do. That'd be great. If not, do your best. And so if you win, then when is Miss America? September or something? When
it'll be in January, actually. Yeah, and this year
did they move it?
So they did move it.
Okay.
And right now it's said that it's in January.
Okay.
They could possibly still change it, but the newest change with that is that Miss America and Miss America's Outstanding Teen will be during the same time. They're usually separated, and now they're going to be doing it at the same time.
And again, what are the categories you compete in Miss Illinois?
So I'll be competing in private interview, and then I'll be doing talent. Fitness is the new thing that they've added, which that's kind of just a fitness routine of just walking in a fitness outfit, no swimsuits involved. And then evening gown, and I'll also do an onstage question. And then I've applied for some different scholarships. And if I qualify for one of those scholarships, then I will go into a private interview for that scholarship.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
And again, the scholarship aspect is something that
nice,
you look
yes.
at, and it's like it's something, you want to strive to win the crown and all that stuff. But again, the scholarships, because no school's cheap, and Alabama's not cheap.
No.
So, and those sorority fees aren't cheap.
Right.
So you got all this to take care of. So I completely understand
Yes.
that. So, well, again, also best of luck with that, and also
Thank
best of
you
luck
so
with your
much.
charity and your platform again.
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to talking to you after you win.
Thank you.
All right. That's all the time we have for now. I'm Bob Goff. Have a great week.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.